Okay, today what I'm going to be talking about is float fishing for pike, and what a great method to use, float fishing. A lot of people will just float fish just for that, you know, that excitement of seeing a float go under. And I'm going to show you some methods today that hopefully your float will be going under a few times. This is one of my favourites. I've been using this one since I was literally a kid. Some people would say it's the noddy rig because it's so simple. I've been catching fish on this rig probably since I was about, I don't know, probably since I was about 16. And I'm now over 60 and still catching fish to 20 pounds on this rig. It's as simple as it gets. For dead bait or live bait, all it is, 40-pound braid there. I've got some PikePro Stop-knot elastic to set the depth. Look at the depth I'm fishing here. I'm fishing on a shallow water, and pike very often will be looking from the bottom, see the bait up there and come and smash it. And it's the most exciting fishing when you see that float bob and then a big vortex underneath as it takes the bait. Fantastic. So there I've got a stop bead, look. The bead stops at the knot, just like so. Then I've got the PikePro float. There's a range of those, and this is perfect for fish up to about probably live baits in about the 4-ounce range, 3 and 4 ounce small fish or sprats or smelt. Absolutely perfect. Then another bead to stop it locking on the swivel. And then I've got a long trace. If you look at that long trace, I've made that with a PikePro wire, and I've made it long, 2 hooks. And the reason I've done that is with a shot there, just to take the bait down, I've almost got an up trace. If you look, that's an up trace. That's why I've got a long trace. 2 hooks, 2 flags on there to tell me where the barb is. Now all we need to do now is put a bait on, whether it be a live bait or a dead bait. In this case, it's a smelt. And I'm putting it horizontal, get the flags to show me the barbs. So 1 there, and then 1 underneath, like so. So it's going to be sitting horizontal like so. And we'll just cast it out. And that is the very simplest of rigs. But believe me, that will catch a lot of fish. When those pike are really, when they're hunting as well, when you see at this time of year now, when you talk about February, March, that time of year, they're hunting fry, and you can see them scattering. Just, you know, keep your eyes open. Don't sit under a bivvy or a little brolly. Keep your eyes open. You'll see fish spraying, and when you see them spray, you take it from me, this will beat any complicated rig. Just put it out there and away you go. One of the questions you would get asked on a free roaming rig like this is, how deep would you fish the rig? Well, first of all, find the depth, right? If it's 6 foot, I would generally say fish 4 foot, sometimes 3 foot. But if they're really high in the water and they're attacking fish high in the water, then I might even fish it like this, only a couple of foot deep. But if you're not seeing them, and although this is not a drifting float, if you keep laying the braid out and you're in the wind, this will go out and out and out. And if you're not seeing the fish, they could be sitting down there, not attacking fish up in the water, but they're still willing to take a bait if it comes over their head. So generally, I would say I'd fish 3/4 of the depth. So whatever depth it is, I'd fish 3/4 of the depth. That would be my starting point, and then I would come up rather than go down on a live bait or this type of rig. On this type of rig, I'm after active fish. I'm not after fish that's lying on the bottom or not very active. I'm after hunting pike with this. The most exciting fish of all.